Well, on the way down here, it was a blizzard, then it was clear, then it was a blizzard again, and now we're in sun as we approach the Queenston-Lewiston Bridge to go back to Ontario and take home Northern Blizzard in high gear, no fear. I asked Amy, to make a 3-year-old list because we did sell a number of horses over the last 2 weeks. What's that list look like? We still have 10 3-year-olds heading into their 4-year-old seasons. That's good. Now, obviously, those also have, who's on here? A couple of horses that might, Mama Knows Best almost left, but did not. I'm a Lovely Lady continues to be actively for sale, but she didn't race good. Her last start again, she got the 7-hole this week. Got a race against old Trixie. So, 3-year-olds, Adrenaline Rush is now gone down to Travis Henry's to start swimming. So Travis and Maddie run a rehab farm, do a great job. And this guy here obviously cracked that cannonbone. We had a screw put in it, and we're going to start swimming him. He's going to swim for the next 6 weeks. We'll reevaluate after that, but need to get his cardio back up between now and then. At Glare AM, I said in my opening video that it's really unacceptable that this filly has to race against White Tiger and the likes of those horses on Monday. And if they continue to not be able to or not fill those classes, I'm simply going to move that filly to the Meadowlands or somewhere where she's going to do some real good, because I'm not racing against White Tiger with a Glare AM much longer. I can tell you that right now. I'll take it once, bite my lip, or get angry. Might even take it a second time, but that'll be it. There'll be no more of that. So, a Glare AM's been racing great, but certainly does not deserve to have to race against seasoned professionals that are 4 and up. White Tiger's been racing for 3 years, has made almost $300,000, has a mark of 53 that he took his last start. You might say, well, she won at 53. Not against those horses, she didn't. And there is quite a difference between times when it comes to how you do it and who you do it against. I'm a Lovely Lady. She's going to stick around until somebody likes her a lot more than she looks like right now. I think she's safe for the time being. I'm not going to give her away just because she's in a lull. Is she a little bit tired right now? It's possible. When I drove her 2 starts ago, I thought she was real good. She didn't look so good last week. We're going to switch and put the belly band hobbles on her. I actually want to race her without hobbles. If she doesn't look much better this week, I think I'm going to ask Tim just to race her without hobbles. I'll go over and drive her without hobbles on at the Meadows, because I think it's about time we start taking them off her. Jazzy Judy is in to go Monday, I believe, in Delaware. Non-one is a 2, coming off tying up, so she's going to be a little short, but I'm interested to see what she is going to do in Delaware heading into her stake series. No Free Lunch is jogging now. As I said, he's going to continue to jog and start training. He should be ready somewhere around Christmas, I believe, somewhere around then. Northern Blizzard, a really good schooler, an okay qualifier. He trained good yesterday. He's in the trailer heading to Ontario. He's going to be in Mohawk on Thursday in the straight Nommers 2. I think he belongs there. I think he can do some good there. We'll see how he does this week coming up. So and Sue, I was so impressed with the way she qualified. I really, honestly, quite frankly, I wrote the qualifier off. I just thought that she'd make a break and she'd have to come to Ontario. I was glad to see Wilbur put her right on the gate, and she trotted out of there and behaved. I would be ecstatic to see the same thing happen this week at the Meadows. This filly is very close to becoming a nice filly, and I like her very much. We took all the gear off her mouth. I thought she'd still be a runaway. She's a little aggressive, but not much more than she was with all of it in her mouth. So we put one of the more gentler bits we can find in her mouth, and so far so good. She seems to be respecting it somewhat. We'll see how she races this week. And then a horse that I said flatly we're taking her to the sale. And not only did that, I might have even stopped short of saying he would jog last week, but Walk on the Moon was an easy kind of winner. Earplugs in at 53-3. Again, when we had to put these horses in the sale, it was way back when he was just put on Lasix. He looked rather ordinary for a couple of starts. He looks much better now. I'm interested, and that's just sheer head of growth, right? And I told you guys this could happen when you switch venues with trotters. Sometimes horses that have been in the same barn, and pacers, have been in the same barn for an extended period of time. That little shake-up sometimes is just enough to fire them up, and they come forward in a big way. And man, oh man, did that ever happen. Walk on the Moon, I was inundated with requests to purchase Walk on the Moon heading into the sale and during the sale. All were flatly denied. I like the horse. I think he's going to be a very good horse for us, and I can't wait to see how he is going to race for the remainder of the fall into the winter. Somebody asked, well, when's he get a rest? He'll tell us when he needs a rest. I'm not going to tell him. So that's where we're at with the 3-year-olds. We get the aged horses. I don't know if I'm going to do a 2-year-old video today. I talk about the 2-year-olds all the time. We don't have a lot of them racing right now. And you guys know by now when they're coming back. So I think it would really be just a 20-minute waste of time just to go over again exactly what I went over last week, the week before, and the week before that. Many of our 2-year-olds are coming back in soon. Most of them will be back by the first week of December. All of them will be back jogging by January the 1st. Or, sorry, by December the 15th at the very latest. So that is where we're at with the 2-year-olds. I'll be back in a minute to talk about our aged horses.